but it was kind of
Oh
cool.
yeah, yeah. Because I,
Like
I
glowy
remember
wings.
I met him at a con one year and
Nice.
got a copy of a comic book. I never found anything else on the comic book later though.
Yeah, I think it just kind of stopped. I don't know if
Yeah.
just people weren't enjoying it or there was like some mom group. They're just like, no, we don't like this.
Either way.
We are
It was,
against
in-
it.
it was interesting. There was a couple at my Christian bookstore. They had a bunch of Zondervan books, and they had like mini pocket comic books, like trades almost.
Hmm.
There's like you get like five or six of them of series, and it was like a whole series. They had interesting ones. They had one called like Hannah the Morning Star, which was like their comic book superhero one. That was really fun.
Hmm.
It was all about like redemption and everything was actually really neat. And then they had one about time travel and like historical stuff. So it was essentially just like what we've already described. That was fun because all like the characters were like these robot flies that time traveled because
Hmm.
why not?
Because why not?
Yeah, and the villain was like a mechanical spider, and he tried influencing like Michael Faraday. Like I was like, this is odd, but kind of cool. And then they did one about it was set during like judges, and it was about the different judges called kingdoms. And like one of them like really described Ezekiel, like the stuff he went through, like the stuff he went through, and like describing his stuff. And like that's what like whenever I read through Ezekiel and stuff like that, like with his stuff, like it really stuck out to me because like I like I guess a visualization
Mhm.
of it, so it was like really fun. They had a couple others. Uh, I feel like you start getting bored as a kid going to the Christian bookstore because like your mom or grandma are there, and you start like looking around.
I mean, there's only so much Salty and Gerber and what was the Donut Man?
Oh my goodness, the Donut Man. That
Uh,
that puppet
uh,
is horrifying.
hey now, Duncan is not horrible.
Mm, that puppet's a little horrifying. If you didn't know anything, you just see that. It's like, hey guys, welcome to the show. Like that's a little horrifying.
And I'll have you know, life is like a donut, like a donut, like a donut. Life is like a donut because there's a hole in the middle of your heart. That's all I want you to know.
Remember when they did they decided to do a live airing episode?
Hmm.
Yeah, that one was.
Dude, I used to watch the crap out of some donut, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
Donut
gonna
Man.
lie.
Anyone remember Bible Man? When
Yep.
they're like, hey, let's do Batman, but like with the Bible, like and let's one of them, dude, one of
Bible
them's like
man.
clearly like a Jewish stereotype, and it's kind of bad. You're just like, you can't put this on TV now. And it's probably why it stopped for a little bit before they brought it back. And they're like, let's make it cool for the 2000s. What is Willie Ames doing now? Because I know like he stopped and they changed the guy. And then it kind of
Oh,
went downhill after that. After the live show, it kind of just.
I have no idea. I, I remember these all these shows and stuff growing up, but
Well, I'm a
I feel
little
like we're going.
younger there, Doc, so it's a
yeah.
little more ingrained in my brain.
I feel like we're going through a trip down memory lane here
I know, I
of
know.
old school Christian early, 90s, late 90s
It
TV
is anything TV,
Jeez.
yeah,
TV shows.
80s, yeah. Then
Really,
they have
really aging ourselves.
Hmm.
it's not like the old Agape Land stuff. Or am I aging myself too much like that?
I think you're just aging
With
yourself too
with the
much.
with the music machine.
How about Salty the Songbook? Remember that one?
I
Yep.
don't remember. That's the one thing I
Salty
don't
the
remember.
Salty the singing
I know
songbook
Yeah.
what?
with melody and harmony
Now that I go back and look
and
at that, I'm like, what in the world was I watching?
I think
those
that's
were
what they were figuring out. Like, what are we putting on TV? What are we
And I enjoyed
doing?
watching it when I was a kid. I really did. I was like, and now I go back, I'm like, how, what in the world?